It's early afternoon, and all is peaceful at 62 West Wallaby Street, until Wallace returns from doing a spot of shopping.
Cheese stocks replenished, Gromit. You know, it's quite a walk from the shops with a heavy load. My feet are killing me. Now, where did I put those comfy carpet slippers? Here we are. Oh, well, one anyway. Now, where did I put the Gromit? Oh, sorry to interrupt your paper, lad, but have you seen me other slipper, perchance? No? Well, this is a mystery. I definitely had a full set this morning because they were both on the 11:06 Sitting Room Express, which delivered the mail. No. Perhaps it's in the fridge, where I sometimes keep it for that extra degree of summer fresh coolness. No. Most most irregular. I suppose it could have been accidentally mislaid by a certain canine companion with a predilection for burying things. I'd better get digging. Oh, hello, Gromit. Look what I've dug up. A Roman villa, a cache of Elizabethan silver, and, an oil well. But no comfy carpet slipper. We'll have to do something about this. I know. Oh, silly me. Why didn't I think of it before? I'm an inventor. I'll invent a replacement. Come on, lad. To the cellar. Now, where did I put that hammer? Of course, building a substitute comfy carpet slipper will be an environmentally sensitive operation, which is why we'll need all the rivets and recycled baked bean cans we can find, plus a generous supply of cheesy nibbles. Fancy a slice of mousetrap, Gromit? There, that should do it. The Long Life Indoor Carpet Clog. A sensible household brogue with reinforced, well, everything. Not a perfect match for me slipper, but it's certainly sturdy. And it won't take long to relay the floor where it's gouged out those enormous divots. Where are you off to, lad? Oh, hi! Oh, no, slow down. The clog's giving me a blister. What are you doing, Gromit? Oh, I see. Fetching your copy of K-Einstein's theory of relativity. Oh, well, really. This is no time for reading. We've a slipper to find. And now, what are you doing with the grandfather clock? You know, that gives me an idea. If only we could turn back the clock and build some kind of chronometric contraption to return to the slipper's last recorded sighting. I say, do be careful with the mechanism. Oh, yes, I knew inspiration would strike. With modest modification, this grandfather clock could be just the job. Fetch the tools, Gromit. If your K9stein chappie was right, and E really does equal MC squared, I calculate that if we can get up enough speed on the stairs, we'll only need 1.5 pounds of mint humbugs for the trip. There. A grandfather clock time machine with all mod cons. Plus some really quite modern conveniences too. You wind and I'll drive.
Feed in chronometric coordinates.
Now then, let's see. I last had a full set of slippers at 11:06 a.m. So that's 1106. And carry on. And press enter. Is it supposed to vibrate like this, Gromit? Oh, you'd better give us a bump start down the stairs so we reach dematerial, so we get going. Tally-ho! Let the slipper hunt begin! I say, lad, I don't recall any arrows interrupting our 11s. And I certainly don't recall any warring factions massacring each other in the hall. This lot must be from next door. Take cover, Gromit.
Oi! You can't park here. Don't you know there's a war on?
We're not stopping long. We're looking for my slipper.
I saith, you know you really can't possibly park if that contraption heareth. One has a Norman conquest on, don't you know?
You know, Gromit, I've a horrible feeling this isn't 11:06 a.m. at all. I think it's the year 1066 precisely, which means this is the Battle of Hastings, and that's King Harold. Sorry, sire. We're just looking for some missing footwear. I don't suppose you've seen a comfy carpet slipper lying around anywhere? A tartan, as it happens.
Funny if you should mention it, O strange, shoeless one. But I have just losteth mine own left cowhide battle sandal. Looketh.
Oh, crikey, seems we've arrived in the nick of time. Here. A cure for sire's pettiform impediment. The long life, battling brogue, guaranteed never to wear out.
Oh, very natty. Though the rivets in the sole do tend to churneth up the battlefield, still, it'll be excellent protection if I should ever shooteth myself in the foot.
Watch out, sire! There's more! Duck!
Duck? At this time of year?
Quick, Gromit! Brolly's up!
I saith, do be careful where you point at the tip of that brolly. You could have someone's... Oh! Oh! My eye! And my kingdom for... a multicolored golfing accessory? Really? My lord! Sire! The king is hit! The king is hit!
Oh, dear Gromit, I've really put my clog in it this time. I really am terribly sorry, sire. Do you have any last words?
Yes, F. Do they do the same clog in black? You two, hold it right there. Oh, you see, one man and a dog. I told you these Anglo-Saxons were no match for us with our, how you say, Norman wisdom. Seize them and take them away.
Oi, put me down. And mind where you're sticking that lance. We're all in the EEC now, you know. Oh, sorry, Gromit lad. Seems I've sparked some kind of international incident.
Hey,
hands off.
One man and the dog.
My dog. Oh. You know, Gromit, whilst I've no great experience of dungeons, I have to say that apart from the manacles and complete lack of tea and coffee-making facilities, this is not undissimilar to our own dear cellar. And after the noise of battle, the peace and quiet is most welcome. I think I'll start a journal. Well, given my slipperless state and the incarceration without trial, I'll call it the Doomsday Book. And how's your knitting coming on, eh? Oh, it's almost long enough to be a Bayeux-style tapestry with all the trimmings. Crumbling courgettes. Either the medieval mice are on the warpath, or someone's trying to dig their way into our cell. Who on earth would be stupid enough to... help! Oh.
Bonjour, tout le monde, guten Tag, auf Wiedersehen, pet vive la différence. Permettez-me to introduce myself. I am Baron Wallace de Wallace, inventor extraordinaire, and this is my trusty hunting hound and constant canine companion, Gromit le chien. We have been tunnelling night and jour to escape our prison cell in France, and here we are at last. Where are we?
In a prison cell in England?
Sacre drat. Seems I've invented some kind of fixed-link shuttle from the mainland Europe. And that is not all.
You've invented something else?
No, I've lost a vital piece of the footwear along the way. Regardez.
Shivering chiropodist. I thought you sounded familiar. You're one thermal chainmail sock short of a matching pair. You know, Gromit, we're on the trail of an evil medieval time-travelling shoe thief, and no mistake-a-vous. Oh, well done, lad. You've stretched our rations and invented the French baguette to boot. So, tell me, Baron, why did they put a Wally like you in prison?
It's not easy being a visionary in the Dark Ages, and I had, how you say, the teasing problems with one of my inventions. The medieval self-trimming pudding basin hair cutter with state-of-the-art fringe system. Here.
Barbers. That's a stoat on a stick and tied to a pudding basin.
I told you it was state-of-the-art. But this is no ordinary stoat tied to a pudding basin. This stoat is trained to eat only the human hair. Thus, when I place the basin and the stoat apparatus on the head, so he nibble round in perfect arc, creating the famous uniform medieval fringe. Ow! Oh, and that is the problem. My seigneur, the Duke William of Normandy, he tried himself when it was only the prototype. The animal not stop at the fringe. He eats the eyebrows, the eyelash, and the trademark handlebar moustache, leaving the William, how you say, smoother than the baby's derriere.
Oh, no, not more visitors.
Allez, les roast beef.
Roast beef? Oh, Don't mind if I do.
Allez, your time is up. You're free to go.
Free to go?
Duke William of Normandy was determined to take the throne of your country, but we are forced to return to France. An army travels on its stomach, and we have been sick as a hungry perroquet to find no decent bistro in England. And your pub grub is no better.
What's
So, time, gentlemen, please.
Farmer's
no,
lunch.
I say,
Oh,
hey,
goodness
hey,
me.
no.
This is a fine comment, allez-vous? All the history books will have to be rewritten to include a very short chapter on William the Non-Conqueror. And all because I took a 900-year detour. Look, there's his non-conquering Williamness now. I'll have a word. I say, cui, excusez-moi, Duke Norman of William D.
What is it, oh bizarre, barefooted one?
Well, sire, begging your pardon, but when it comes to food, I too am a bit of a gastropod. May I suggest you sample what's in Gromit's duffel bag before you go? I think you'll find it has a certain, je ne sais what. Quick, Gromit, the Stilton. Well done, lad. Voila, sire. Cheese. Genuine English Stilton. Extra mature. After 900 years in the time-space continuum, it's what we call ripe.
Let me smell that. Suffering Saxons, the Stilton really is disgusting. Let me try some. Oh, magnifique. Company, ôtez-vous. The subjugation of the Anglo-Saxon people can go ahead, thanks to Monsieur Wallace here and his extra mature high-protein dairy product. The people of France will be in your debt forever. Can I have the recipe?
You can, if I can have my grandfather clock back.
It's on deal. But first, we will celebrate France's discovery of cheese and the birth of the EQ, the European Cheesy Unit. With your dairy product and my Beaujolais Nouveau, we will have a party. Make camp.
A cheese and wine party. I can see that catching on. And it'll give us time to look for my slipper.
Come on, Monsieur Wallace. Show us more of your traditional English folk dancing.
Yeah. Fet the okie dokie. Barefoot contests. All the Norman soldiers' shoes have gone walkies. The slipper thief must have struck again. Come on, Baron. Come on, Gromit. We'd better hop it before they point the toe at us.
Stop them and search the grandfather's Glock. He may be in on it too. Now, tell me who filched our Norman footwear or face the horror of trial by cheese, in which your very own Wi-Fi extra mature English Stilton will be taken down and used against you. I too have my evil inventions, you see, and I have found a new use for the Baron's state-of-the-art air cutter. Instead of a stoat, overripe high-protein dairy product is attached to the pudding basin on the head, so... and wafted, just tantalizing euro inches from your quivering English nose. So talk or die of cheesy desire.
No, but you're torturing this. I can't say who filched your foot soldier's feet where. I don't know.
Then I'll be back tomorrow with the crackers.
Do something, Baron Wallace. These ropes are so tight and I can't take any more of the aroma. And another thing, would you kindly... ow, get off, will you? Keep that stoat of yours under control.
I'm afraid we're all a little tied up, and only my trusty stoat is at liberty. Luckily, while learning the art of the human hair trimming, he practised on the stoutest ropes in all France. If I can just manoeuvre myself into the path of his teeth, I can...
Yeah! Oh! Get off! Oh,
As I said, there have been teasing problems with the stoat. But never mind. These are only superficial flesh wounds. At least I can untie you, and we can all make our escape. You, Monsieur Wallace, still have your slipper to find, and my trusty hunting hound and I have our fixed-link shuttle with mainland Europe to perfect.
Talking of which, it's probably a bit parky down there. Take one of my spare long-life carpet clogs to tide you over until you find your sock.
Merci beaucoup, and you must feel free to use my tunnel, but remembrez-vous, it is only a prototype.
Oh, thank you, Baron. The slope will come in handy while we're getting up to well, it'll help us get going. Well, I suppose this must be bon voyage.
No, it's only Auf Wiedersehen, pet.
Now then, Gromit, let's put rubber on the road. I wonder what we can do to make our time machine more reliable. Let's see.
Feeding chronometric coordinates.
That seems to be working. Let's try again. What did we say? 11:06 a.m., wasn't it? So that's 1-0. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, no. That's not right at all. The button stuck, Gromit. The blinking button stuck. It says 1-0-0-0-0-0.
1 million years entered. Warning, system overload.
What does
System
it mean,
overload.
Gromit? Gromit!
System overload.
Do something, lad! Oh, no. Oh, dear. What the hell? Where are we, lad?
Resultant destination, 1 million years. BC?
Oh, no! 1 million years before cheese? And we're down to our last bit of cheddar. Oh, and this grandfather clock's never going to get us home in its present state. You'd better get onto the bonnet, lad, and I'll make camp. We don't know if the locals are friendly. Well, I must say I've been looking forward to trying this out. The do-it-yourself, self-inflating Dormo van Campmobile Tentet. A must for the modern camper. Now, let's see. To erect your Dormo van Campmobile Tentet, place canister on a flat surface, open catches and... Ow! Ow! Oh! Well, it's not as subtle as one of my inventions, but at least it's somewhere to put our feet up. Talking of which, I could murder a cuppa and a cheese toasty. Good job you packed the tea bags, lad. We'll have a brew. Strictly speaking, of course, fire hasn't been invented yet. So, the flame-grilled cheesy nibble I'm about to make will be a small step for man and dog, and a giant leap for mankind. Pass the matches, Gromit. Oh, yes, very, very convivisec... no, it's very nice. Tea, lad? Hungry humanoids. We've got visitors. He must have been drawn by the aroma of melting cheddar. I wonder if he's had his tea. Seems it's the fire he's interested in. Oh, I say, big fella, do be careful. Don't put your hand too close to the flames or you'll... Oh, don't worry. I've had problems myself with new technology. Nurse Gromit, a bandage, please, for our... exceptionally large and hairy guest. That's it. Gromit's remarkably dexterous for a dog, you know. Yes, Gromit's a dog, all right. And I'm Wallace. Wallace. And who's your chum? With his thick fur and saber-toothed grin, he looks almost dog-like himself.
Constant canine companion.
Well, you're obviously feeling better, so perhaps you can help us find my slipper. Here. It looks like this one.
A replacement.
Hi, put me down, you. I haven't finished me cheese. Oh, say, this is the life. Jump in, Gromit. We've got a we've got a driver. Oh, yes, Gromit. Very bones and gardens. A terrace cave with semi-detached outhouse. But why are they going into the shed? A bone-aged tennis racket? Bone-age golf clubs? A bone-age walking stick? An electric tease made? An electric tease made? These people are ahead of their time.
A bit of an inventor.
You know, lad, if it wasn't for our hairy friend's sticky-out ears and vacant expression, he could be, well, a furrier version of yours faithfully. Seems we've stumbled across more of our ancestry.
Yuri
The long-life, one-size-fits-all rollerblade with reinforced... Oh, gag.
Stone the crows, Gromit. These people are primitive rock and rollerbladers. Oh, thank you very much. A pair of ergonomically designed rollerblades, hewn out of super soft granite. Probably not quite as comfy as my slipper. Ow! But a replacement nonetheless. Oh, and a pair for Gromit. Most obligatory of you, I'm sure.
Go faster strides.
What? Where are you wheeling us? Not so fast. You know knee pads haven't been invented yet. Yeah, there's certainly a good view from up here, but isn't this slope a little steep? I mean, I'm only a beginner, and it's an awfully long way down here. Oh, wow! I'm not ready for the Cresta run. Help! The pace of prehistoric life's moving too fast and... Ow! It seems I've invented the world's first cartwheel, and now I'm completely unstoppable. And now... Oh no, and now I've lost my boot. I must say, I can't see rollerblading catching on. In fact, I can't see anything. Get my head out of here, Gromit. Please. As the victim, of the world's first rollerblading accident, it is incumbent on me, to do something. Pass me a primitive drawing implement, Gromit. I feel an invention coming on. I must find a way to slow these rollerblades down. A navigational, a gravitational overshoot parachute, perhaps. No. Or a pair of immobilizing, stabilizing anchors, eh? No, that's not the way. If only I could cut some corners with me research. That's it. I'll cut some corners. Now look, Gromit. Take a normally round wheel and cut the corners. I'll go down in history as the man who uninvented the wheel and then reinvented it again as an octohedric, hexocentric, not quite a round one. It'll be the world's first traffic calming measure. I say, cooey, ha-ha. If you two could knock up a set of these, high-speed rollerblade crashes will be a thing of the future. Of course, Gromit, building a revisionist rollerblade wheel will be a delicate operation. and I'm not sure our friends here have quite understood the scale of my drawing. I say, I think you'll find you're over-egging the size of the pudding.
Stuff and nonsense.
Oh, well, all right then. Give us a shout when you're done. You know, Gromit, I'm rather excited about this. One of my designs going down in history. Wallace's revolutionary, no revolutions per second, not quite round wheel. It could be a major contribution to road safety.
Ready when you are.
Hey up, lad. Time for the unveiling. It is rather a big curtain, though. I wonder what's behind it.
I pronounce this invention open. Ta-da!
Delirious druids. Mystical mishaps, monumental misunderstandings. They've only gone and built Stonehenge. No wonder no one's ever been able to work out what it was for. And I mean to say, you see, astronomers and their dogs have been scratching their heads for donkey's years about the purpose of these stones, and whether or not their precise position in relation to the celestial heavens above. Gromit, don't put those rollerblades on again. I say be careful out there, Gromit. Oh, very impressive. You never put on a show like this at obedience classes. Oh, bravo, lad, bravo. A brilliant triple axel. I'd give it 5.9 for style, 5.9 for content, and a full 6 for artistic interpretation. Stonehenge really does make a formidable arena. I'd love to join you, of course, but sadly my own trusty rollerblades have just gone missing. Just gone missing? Oh, no! The wretched shoe thief struck again. But look! This time he's left a clue. A trail of cellophane wrappers with unmistakable traces of Wensleydale. The shoe thief's a cheese lover, all right. We'd better get after him. And we'll have to hurry. It looks like snow. Not only does it look like snow, it is snow. Loads of it. Indoors, everyone, before the Ice Age cometh.
Donkey weather.
I know, Chuck, it is. But you've got to keep moving or you and your constant canine companion are going to seize up. Oh, that's torn it. Our friends have frozen solid. Evolutionary-wise speaking, they can't have been equipped to deal with sudden climate change. Still, they'll be perfectly preserved in these blocks of ice for people with trowels to dig up later on. But we'll still leave them some indoor carpet clogs in case global warming starts before we catch the shoe thief. Come on, Gromit, to the grandfather clockmobile. Hop in, lad. We've got a shoe thief to catch. You wind while I unfreeze.
Frozen looks too cold to commence countdown. If you think I'm going anywhere on a day like this, you've got another thing coming. I'm stopping here, I am.
Seems our experiments with artificial intelligence have been a little too successful. But I'm not taking any lip from a machine, so we'll switch to manual override, which means you'll have to get out and give us a push, Gromit. The trail seems to lead towards that dangerously steep hill where I had my rollerblading accident. Whoa! This'll do. Hop in and we'll shove off. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow! Perhaps we should have started on a nursery slope.
Feeding chronometric coordinates.
I'm not feeding anything in this time, Mush. If you're so clever, you can follow those Wensleydale rappers and don't stop until they do.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Crikey O'Reilly! We're not between a rock and a hard place. We're balanced precariously on top of one. Why did the shoe thief bring us here? Oh. Frankly, Gromit, unless West Wallaby Street's been hit by a sudden heat wave, my calculations tell me we're still several thousand years from our 11s.
Affirmative, matey. We're perched up an ancient Egyptian pyramid without a paddle.
Oh, mummified marrows, Gromit. The time machine is right. We'd better get down. Oh, careful, lad. We don't want to topple over. It ain't half hot up here. And I know what they say about mad dogs and Englishmen going out in the midday sun, but we need to get out of this heat fast. Did you remember to pack a tea towel, Gromit? Oh, champion. If I drape it over my head and secure it with my tie, it'll resemble the protective headgear of the wise pharaohs of old. When in ancient Egypt, as they say. Right, let's climb down. With any luck, we'll find some shelter down there. Wait a sec, Gromit. I must have a rest. I'm done for. Oh, thank goodness there's a bit of breeze. What is it, lad? Have you found a way in? By heck, you have. A door. And look, some kind personage has left a big saucer of milk and a bowl of, cat food outside. Monstrous muggies, Gromit. That's not a door. It's a giant cat flap. Still, we've got to get out of the sun before we're done to a crisp. Come on, lad. we'll venture inside the pyramid. You lead and I'll follow. Good job I'm glowing in the dark with third-degree sunburn, or we wouldn't see a thing. Of course, a torch would be less painful. A gas lamp! Well packed, that dog. I knew that duffel bag of yours would come in handy. Now, tread carefully. You never know what might be round the next corner. Oh, mummy! Mummies! As in embalmed bodies from ancient Egypt. What are two of them, to be precise? One, apart from its large, sticky-out ears, about the same size and shape as yours sincerely. And the other, smaller and distinctly, dog-shaped. You weren't a pharaoh's pooch in a previous life, were you, Gromit? Gromit? Oh, where are you? This is no time to be sniffing your ancestors. Yeah, but I must say it does smell a bit cheesy. And what's this? Oh, another Wensleydale wrapper. The shoe thief's been this way, all right. Here, let me go first. We'll use my finely honed sense of direction. Ow! Ow! Oh. Hey, watch your step, lad. These pyramids are full of surprises. I mean, take these statues here, for example. To the untrained eye, they look like huge, terrifying creatures with 4 powerful legs, vicious claws, huge wings, and great big, ugly beaks. It's their job to scare off the gullible and protect the dead pharaoh's riches from tomb robbers. But they're only statues. Of course, if they were real, they could probably give you a nasty nip. Oh, crikey. Oh, that's a chesty cough you've got, Gromit. It must be the air in here. You could do with a fisherman's friend, lad. Here. What's that you say? Ah! Oh! Mythological mayhem. They're not statues. They're Egyptological, ornithological, real-life thingamies. And they're not on a lead. Help! Oi, get off, you! And my woolly! You can't carry me and Gromit off like this. We're not tomb robbers. We're slipper hunters. Oh, where are they taking us? Help, somebody! Help! Help! You know, Gromit, unaccustomed as I am to being carried aloft in the beak of a mythological creature, I must say this bird's eye view is rather good. Oh, well, it seems this is only a short haul flight. We're coming into land. And that must be the Pharaoh's palace down there. And if we do meet royalty, don't forget to bow wow. But leave the talking to me. I'm far more experimental at that sort of thing. Oh, not the smoothest landing, but at least we didn't become the in-flight meal. I was right, Gromit. That's Nefertiti for Tutankhamun. That's the Pharaoh and his missus, that is. But this thing on my leg, oh, this is definitely a cat. Oh, get off, will you? Get off. No, steady, Gromit. The ancient Egyptians were incorrigible cat fanciers, I'm afraid, and we're in enough trouble already. Go on, get away. Shoo! Leave Gromit alone. Shoo! Shoo!
Hushmit, shushmit, kismet, waddy, shoo, shoo.
Oh, do-wah, diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. Oh, yes, actually, as I was saying, your cat-worshipping majesticness, shoo, shoo. As in, has anyone seen my shoe? Although, technically speaking, it's not strictly a shoe, it's more of a... oh, this is hopeless. We come in peace from the future. We are looking for my slipper. We're not getting through, are we? Any ideas, Gromit? A pen and paper? Oh, no time for noughts and crosses now. Oh, brilliant! Hieroglyphs, well, it's the only language these people understand. You see, your Pharaoh-ness, a slipper. We are slipper hunters from the future. I think he's got the picture, and now he's scribbling his reply. Now then, let's see, what's this? No, I'm sorry, I haven't a clue. Oh, I see, doors. And these are windows with bars on them. I've got it. It's a prison. Hang about, he's doing another drawing. Oh, that's easy, that is. That's a key. And that's easy too. That's a dustbin. Right. So you're going to put us in prison and throw away the key. Oh. So much for finding our shoe thief. Oh, chin up, Chuck. It could have been worse. They could have made us slaves and had us working like, well, dogs. I say, Gromit, it's the flying thingamiz bearing collar and lead. Looks like they've come to take you for walkies. Gromit won't need 2 collars, you know. He's got an O level in obedience. Hold on a moment. I don't need a collar. This is against the Geneva Convention, this is. You'll be hearing from my solicitor, you will. This is all beginning to smell a bit fishy to me. No, make that very fishy. Oh, God. Oh.
You haven't trodden in anything, have you, Gromit?
Where are we going now? And what, may I ask, is that in his paw? A tin opener? And look over there. Dozens and dozens of tins of pilchards. Oh, Gromit. Who'd have thought we would be reduced to this? And you with your allergy. Oh, We're down for working in the cat's canteen, feeding the Pharaoh's moggies. Don't take this the wrong way, Gromit, but that's a dog's life, that is. Oh, here, I'll open, you dish out. Oh, that's one done. Only another 4,999 to go. And it's no use you holding your nose. You'll need all 4 paws for this job. Right, that seems to be the lot. I only hope nobody wants seconds. And they don't ask us to empty the litter trays. Aye, no, it sounds like we've forgotten one. It's coming from that cupboard. Microscopic moggies. She's tiny. She must be a miniature. Are you hungry, little cat? Come on, Gromit, open another tin. She needs building up. And why don't you chuck in some of your doggy vitamins? Fundamentally, you're the same shape after all. That's right. Vitamins D, O, and G, with added vitamins C, A, and D. Perfect. See, Gromit, she thinks you're the cat's whiskers now, lad. Uh-oh, the 4-legged budgies are back. Oh, it's time to go back to our cell, unfortunately. Perhaps your new friend would like to pay us a visit later. Yes, well, while I'm delighted you found someone to play chess with, Gromit, it is rather distracting us from our mission of finding my slipper and getting home again in time for cheese. By the way, I think you'll find that's checkmate again. Oh, come on, lad. Stiff up a jowl. There's no shame in losing. Even if it is 12 games on the trot to a total novice. It must be beginner's luck. Mind you, if your feline friend is so clever, perhaps she can help us get out of here. Eh? How about it, Kitty? Oi, leave Gromit's knapsack alone. And don't touch his knitting. He needs that ball of wool for my new tank top. Oi, come down from there with that wool. Don't tie it to the bars, you'll fray the end. And watch you don't fall out of the window. Oh, no. Now I'll never get me tank top. Look, Gromit, she's back. And look what she's got in her paw. A key. Oh, she really is a clever little kitty. Right, now, let's make a feline for freedom, eh? Oh, no, we won't. Oh, all this running around without shoes has ripped my bare feet to shreds. I can't possibly walk across hot sand like this. You two'll have to find me some emergency footwear or leave me here forever. And why are you lighting the candle? It's not dark yet. Oh. And what are you up to now with that cork? Oh. You want to watch out, Gromit. You're burning the cork at both ends. Oh, I see. You're blacking the cork to make it all sooty. Oh, very useful, I'm sure. Oh, when you two have quite finished, we've an escape to plan. What are you doing now? Makeup? Oh, you know my views on makeup, Gromit. It's for poodles. Although, now I come to think of it, with those painted-on black whiskers and tabby markings, you could almost pass yourself off as one of the Pharaoh's cats. Huh? Brilliant. Yes, I'll stay here then, shall I, and guard well, I'll find something to guard. Oh, champion! The cat burglars have returned, and their booty is decidedly shoe-shaped. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Gromit. With their 360-degree ventilation system, these open-toed Egyptian sandals will be perfect for even the hottest of hot situations. Oh, here comes trouble. I sense that his feverish pharaohness is on a war footing. And looking at his feet, I'd say someone has filched his flip-flops and those of all his men. Quick, lad, a pen and paper. I think he's trying to tell us something. A high jump? A high jump? Oh. Someone's for the high jump, are they? We're for the high jump. And there's more? A hangman's noose? Gromit! Quick, give her the pencil, Gromit. She's intersecting on our behalf and wants to say something. Judging by her drawing, she wants us all to go with the Pharaoh back to the pyramid, where she says there's a massive hoard of stolen flip-flops. By heck, she's clever. Remind me to buy a cat when we get home, Gromit. So, here we are again, Gromit. Back where we started. Up a pyramid without a paddle. And here are what could almost be our mummified ancestors. If it weren't for the fact that one of them's got sticky-out ears, which aren't a bit like mine. But if this is where you found the Egyptian sandals, no wonder it smelt a bit cheesy.
No,
Gromit. It's empty. The shoe thief's already removed his booty. Oh, now we really are for the high jump. As one condemns sandal snatcher to another, I fear a shadow has fallen over our slipper hunting activities. Talk about a close shave. That's no shadow. That's our time machine, that is. That's where your flip-flops have gone, mate. Skywards. And that's our shoe thief. Come on, Gromit. We'll catch a lift on one of these flying thingamies. Oh, sorry, Chuck. I was trying to find the kickstart. Jump on, Gromit, and chucks away. To infinity and back again, hopefully. Oh. bandit at 3 o'clock. Lean into the bends, lad. Oh, ow! Oh, 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 oh. Cloud cover. That's better. We'll soon have the shoe thief to heel. Look out! He's throwing off ballast. Wensleydale wrappers. Oh, that's our thief, all right. But if that's the thief, what's he driving? There's our time machine down there on top of the pyramid where we parked it, which means that the time machine in front is a replicant. Huh? Time to bail out, Gromit. Oh, a trifle painful on re-entry, as they say. Oi, bird brain, you better take these spare long-life carpet clogs for Pharaoh till we get his sandals back. And if you can give us a bump start, we'll keep the shoe thief in our sights. Won't be long, won't be long. We should be back in another couple of 1,000 years or so. He's getting away, Gromit. Better give it some welly. Oh, not that much. We're going so fast. I can feel myself coming over all immature. Slow down. Oh, but not too much. I'm aging disgracefully. Now take the controls now, if you don't mind. Then at least we'll have a smooth... Oh, God. You know, Gromit, I have an overwhelming sense of déjà vu. But why would the shoe thief bring us back home to West Wallaby Street? I wonder what's been going on since 11's. Oh, no! Look at the state of the road and pavement. It's all pitted and potholed. I say, paper boy, could I trouble you for a... thank you. Well, let's see what's in the evening shoes. Inflation has been inflating, interest rates have been interesting, and hopping has been made compulsory. That's ridiculous. I don't understand. What's the date on this? Oh! Oh, 2098. We're home all right, but 100 years too late. And if this is the future, it's hopping mad. Look at this fellow.
Oi, you two can't stand like that. That's banned, that is. Only one leg, if you please. Planet can't take any more.
Any more what?
Any more wear and tear. Where have you been for the last 100 years? Hopping's compulsory now, you know. All thanks to the prize chump, a veritable Bobby Dazzler among nincompoops, who invented the long-life indoor carpet clog. A sensible household brogue.
With reinforced everything.
Aye, that's the villain. He's a menace to society.
But they're long life, designed never to wear out. They're bio-undegradable.
But everything they touch does. Look at Holland, where the 2 or 3 clog family was the norm. Nothing left. Completely worn out and invited, well, a disaster anyway.
Damnation. Is there an antidote?
Well, there's hopping. It's kinder to the planet, but not to shoes. They now wear out so fast there's a shortage. Hence my own regular, borrowings from up and down the time-space continuum.
Borrowings from the time-space continuum? So you're the battle-sandal borrowing, rollerblade removing thief?
Well, that's not all I do. I've got a day job too, you know. I'm an inventor. And at the moment I'm working on something to help hard-pressed pedestrians everywhere. I am trying to mass-produce this.
This? This is my lost slipper. This is.
Your lost slipper? Then you must be my great-great-great-uncle Wallace, mad inventor extraordinaire.
Less of the extraordinaire, if you please, young man. Do you mind if we come in? Gromit and me have got a bone or 600 to pick with you and your dog.
Right you are, great-great-great-uncle Wallace.
Delighted as I am to be reunited with the remains of my lost slipper, would you mind telling me where you found it?
Same place I found the blueprints for your grandfather clock time-travelling contraption. When I inherited this house, it was stuffed behind that radiator with an old bone.
Stuffed behind the radiator with an old bone? Gromit. Gromit. You're in the doghouse, mate, until we can save civilization from this hopping mad shoe shortage malarkey we've created. You better get busy with the time machine repairs. I'm going to my cellar. So, great-great-great-nephew, young fella, my lad, I'd like to inspect your prototype slipper, please. Thank you. And the full design specification, if you don't mind. Thank you. These seem fine, but of course the proof of the slipper is in the wearing. So, I'd better try a pair on. 1. Cushioned arch and ankle support. Check. 2. Toe grip and heel swivel. Check. 3. Sole slide and ball bounce. Check. Well, all in order, but you're absolutely right. It's still not really comfy, is it? Now, let me think. I've got it. The wrong colour. Your prototype's blue. And it's a scientifically proven fact that comfy carpet slippers are only available in tartan. I tell you what you need. You need a pot of red, green and yellow paint, you do. We'd better get busy.
And the Met Office issued the following clog damage warning at 0600 hours GMT. Pedestrians are warned not to approach Norfolk, which is now completely worn out and potentially dangerous.
Right, that's the last one painted. Let's hope our helpers have done something useful with the remains of our time machine.
I say, lads, any progress in the shed? Get back! great Uncle Wallace! I think it's going to blow!
Canny canines. It's Time Machine Mark II, and very natty it is. What lines and tantalising trim, shaped like, like a carpet slipper coupe, with driver's airbag and tartan accoutrements. Oh, you've done us proud, lads. I presume you've pre-programmed all our earlier stops, Gromit? Good. Then we'll load the slippers and be off. Well, great-nephew, young fella, my lad. It's time your great-uncle put history back into balance. We'll recall all our deadly carpet clogs and replace the footwear you borrowed on your time travels with something more comfy.
Goodbye, Uncle! And good luck!
Now, Gromit, the chronometric readout suggests we're nearing 1066. So look out for the Battle of Hastings and, arrows. Down there, Gromit, there's King Harold, and we're about to hand him the long-life battling brogue.
Funny if you should mention it, oh strange, shoeless one. But I have just lost of mine own left cowhide battle's handle. Look if.
Then try this for size. Look out below.
It's raining slippers, my lord. Duck! Duck. At this time of year? Oh, my eye. And my kingdom. My kingdom for... surprisingly comfortable tartan carpet slipper.
Poor King Harold was destined to get it in the eye, but I'm sure the slipper was less painful than my brolly. On we go, Gromit! Look, Gromit, there are our frozen friends. They'll be glad of these warm slippers when the thaw sets in, even if they don't go as fast as their rollerblades. Slippers away! Perfect, lad. Next stop, the pyramids. And if you don't mind, I'll take these exceedingly dangerous, planet-threatening clogs and leave you with a pair of slippers I made later. They're for you, Pharaoh, and for your beloved Queen Nefertiti Tifa Tutanka, for you and the missus, anyway. Bye!
Bye.
That should be clog damage well and truly stamped on. And now everything's slipper-shaped and Bristol fashion. We'll head back to the present. I must say, I could murder a copper. So home, Gromit, and don't spare the horsepower. Home, Gromit. Home at last. And just in time for cheese. I say, Gromit, that sounds familiar. open the glove compartment, will you? Why, it's little Kitty. She must have stowed away when we nipped into the pyramids. I warn you, Gromit, you'll have to do something about your chest if she's staying. As I always say, happiness is a wedge of Wensleydale and a pair of ergonomically designed comfy carpet slippers. In tartan, of course. In fact, things would be absolutely perfect if it wasn't for my feeling a distinct draft in the ankle department. Gromit, you haven't seen me other sock, have you, perchance?
The Lost Slipper by Tristan Davies and Nick Newman starred Peter Sallis and Gareth Armstrong. It was directed by Albie James. The audio adaptation was by Nick Barr. Music was by Chris O'Shaughnessy. Technical presentation by Chris O'Shaughnessy and Peregrine Andrews. Wallace and Gromit and the Lost Slipper was a heavy entertainment production for Hodder Headline Audiobooks in association with Aardman Animations.